Okay, boys and girls, so today we are starting topic 14, and we'll be working in this packet. And this packet you should have, and topic 14 is all about graphing points on the coordinate plane or the coordinate grid. So you will have this packet, and then I will be using these reteaching pages as well to introduce the lessons to you, and these pages were emailed to your parents if you would like to print them off and follow along with me in my videos. So the coordinate plane, or you can call it the coordinate grid, is something that looks like this right here. So this is a coordinate grid, okay? A coordinate grid has what's called an x-axis and a y-axis. So the x-axis is right here. It lays flat on the ground. And then the y-axis goes up and down like this, okay? So I have a way to remember these. So I'm going to kind of turn the camera so you can see me. Hi. So the x-axis, if you put your hands in the shape of an X and then you lay them down flat, it'll make a flat line. So X, flat. And then if I make a Y, I'm going to put my elbows together and make my hands kind of like this so it looks like a Y. Put my hands together, I have a straight line. So X is horizontal, Y is vertical. Okay, so that's my little trick for you to remember how to remember the x-axis and the y-axis, okay? All right, so now back here. So here we have talked about the x-axis that lays flat and then the y-axis that is vertical. So there's a point on the coordinate grid where these two axes meet, and that point is right here. And we call this point where the x and y axis meet the origin, okay? So that point right there, you'll understand this in a little bit once we start talking about the points, is called 0, 0, or the origin, okay? So again, this axis is the x-axis, and this axis is the y-axis, okay? So what we put on these coordinate grids are called ordered pairs. And an ordered pair is used to locate a point on the plane. The first number in the ordered pair is the x-coordinate, and the second number is the y-coordinate. Now that might seem kind of confusing right now, but once we do this, you'll see how it makes sense. So ordered pairs look like this. So it's a parenthesis, a number, a comma separates the two numbers. You need to have that comma, and then another number closed by parentheses. So this first number represents the x-coordinate. So how far you're going to move on the x-coordinate. So 3, I would move 1, 2, 3 units. And then the second number tells me how far I'm going to move up or down on the y-coordinate. So I would move 1, 2. So this point right here would be 3, 2. Okay? So the x-coordinate 3 tells the distance from the origin. Here's the origin, that's where we start. We always start at the origin along the x-axis. And then the y-coordinate 2 tells the distance moving from the origin along the y-axis. Okay, so it always goes x, y, just like in the alphabet, x, y. Okay, so it says find the ordered pair for point K shown at the right. Start at the origin and move right until you are directly under point K. What is the number on the x-axis? So here's point K. I'm going to zoom in so you can see this. So here's point K. I'm going to move along my x-axis. Remember, this is the x on at the bottom and the y is along the side. And I'm going to move along, starting at the origin, move along until I'm directly underneath it. So I'm right there. So I'm right in line with the 2. So the 2 is my x-axis, or my x-coordinate. So I put 2 here. And then I need to find my y-coordinate, okay? So I have my x-coordinate, and then I have to start at the origin and move up until you are directly across from point K. So I'm going to start at my origin, and I'm going to move up until I'm directly across. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm right there. So my y-coordinate is 4. And then I have to close it with parentheses, okay? Actually, they wanted me to put the 4 there. And then here is my ordered pair, okay? So find the ordered pair for point M on the grid. So to find my X, we'll use a different color for this one. To find my X coordinate, I would start at 0, 0, because that's my origin right here is 0, 0. And then I'm going to move how many units on the x-axis until I'm directly underneath this. So I would move 1, 2, 3. So I'm at 3. So move 3 units to the right along the x-axis. And then how many units do I have to move up until I'm directly across from it? And that is 8. So the x coordinate is 3, the y coordinate is 8, and my ordered pair is 3, 8. Okay? So let's open up our packets to the very first page, and we'll do some more practice with this. So you can either do it that way where you always start at the origin, or you can do it right in order. So if I need to find the ordered pair for each point. So I'm looking for A first. So I see A right here. So I'm going to see, I always do X first. I always move along the bottom first and then I go up. So how many points do I have to move across? So that's 1. So, oops, I was going to write X. So I would have a 1 there, comma, because I knew I had to move 1 unit over on the x-axis. And then how many do I have to move up until I'm directly on A? So 1, 2, 3, 4, and it lines right up with 4. So 4 is my y coordinate, okay? Now they want us to find B. I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to move along my x-axis first. So here's B right here. So I'm going to move along the x-axis until I'm directly under it. So 2 is directly under it. And then I'm going to see how many points I have to move up. So 1, 2, 3, and 3 is right next to it or across from it. Okay, I'll do another one. So now I need to find C. So I see C right here. So I'm going to move 1 unit on the x-axis, and then I moved 1 unit up. So it would be 1, comma, 1. Okay? All right. I'll do one more here. So now they want me to find D. So D, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to move along the x-axis first. So D's right here. So directly underneath D is 3. And then I moved up 2 units, and 2 is right across. So 3, comma, 2. Okay? All right, and then on the bottom, it says name the point for each ordered pair on the grid above. So this is what I always like to do to help myself, is I'm going to put an X and a Y above this, because I know the 4 tells me I have to move along this x-axis, and the 2 is going to tell me how many I move on the y-axis. So to figure this out, I'm going to go 4 over on the x-axis. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I have to go up 2, 1, 2. So the point is G. So this equals G. I'm going to do the same thing for this next one. X, Y. I'm moving 3 across. So 1, 2, 3. And then I need to move up 1. So up 1 lands me at H. Do one more. Same thing for 9. I label my X and my Y. I know I have to move 5 across on the x-axis. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My Y I need to move up 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And that lands me at J. Okay? So you have to always remember it stays in the order of X, Y, just like the alphabet. Okay? All right. So if you flip open, you will be doing this on your own. So you'll be doing 8, 11, and 12 on your own, 14, 16, and 18 on your own. And then on the back, you'll do 19. And then you'll do these ones. So this is asking you to find the vertex of this pentagon. So remember, a vertex is where 2 points intersect. So I have those all circled for you, and I actually filled in the chart for you of all the vertex. So you should probably fill those in. And then you have 27. Okay. And then on your homework page, you have 1, 3, and 5. And then you have 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, and 17. And then on the back, you have 20 and then 24. Okay, so that's it for this. And then you will also have your IXL assignment to do.